First set of 3 and then a second set of 3. Okay, handshake.
Okay. Do we have XG feed on this one?
No, we don't.
Oh no.
You're the XG feed.
I could have done it here.
Oh, if you had a computer.
Do we have a computer? To do just XG transcription here for this, because I like it.
Oh, I thought maybe what. Michi hits after a 4-3. Marc comes in and hits, so Marc's already been sent back. He's got his third checker back there. 1-6 for Michi, and he's going to come out. I think we like that play. Double
That's
2.
a nice roll.
Definitely going to make the 4 point. Oh, he's definitely going to hit and make the 4 point. And then what would you do with the last?
Yeah, splitting. It's nice.
Just coming up to the. That's what I would do too. So Marc has obtained an advantage, but 6-5. He loses that advantage because he's going to get. It's a pretty good roll to hit your opponent back.
And he's going to hit now.
Yeah, which one? That one, I think. Just because that's the one. No, I think I would do that because you leave fewer shots.
Get her a computer.
Yeah, they will love. They want. This is the not. They're
It's
not
much
not
better with
watching.
the
They're not
phone.
watching Justin because he's a better commentator. They're watching Justin
He's got
because
the
he's got the
feed.
feed.
How many
I mean, Justin is of course, he is a much better. He's a much better commentator. He's a much better commentator. I really keep. So 3-1.
Who's 3-1 is
That was Michi because he cocks a double 4.
Okay.
So what
This
does he
is
do? He's just
tricky.
going to have to play 13-10. Oh no, he can hit with the 3. Yeah.
Why does he want to hit though? Why?
Well, he does. He wants to stop Marc from having his full roll.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
5-6 can just make the bar point.
Yeah.
So this is pretty even. This game, I would say. Marc has a kind of potential and a sort of an advantage and potential in that Marc is threatening to make his 5 point. Even after Michi rolls this double 6, that's still the case. Marc would love a 3-1. That would be, I think, maybe his,
This is
one of his best.
pretty good.
Doing that, and then that coming out, and that checker on the 15 point patrols the outfield. Should Michi roll something like a 4-5 or a 4-6 to come out?
No, he can. What's he gonna do?
Then
Cover and come up.
Yeah. And Marc has got some really threatening rolls, the little ones. Like he's going to hit with this one, and he's going to come down. So you always prevent your opponent from escaping unless it's much too dangerous to do so. And they've got one checker back. What will we do with the 3? Just play.
Oh, apparently Justin doesn't have a feed right now. Why is that? Okay.
I think he does. Oh no, he doesn't.
That's really weird.
Okay, so he doesn't play 6-3. He leaves the shot there. That's interesting.
Yeah. But
Now
the
Marc,
5 isn't duplicated, is it?
it's not, and
So-
now Marc is threatening to hit with the 5 and cover with a
Yeah.
1, a 2, a
And
3,
a
and a
4.
6.
Yeah.
It looks possible to cube this. I mean, even if you roll a 3-1, you would play 8-7, 8-5, covering
Yeah.
both those blots, and you would have a 5 prime. Casper thinks it's wrong.
Even with one back all the way there, though. Maybe
Well,
if that
one
were
back
on
makes
the,
it
on the
weak.
20.
It's not a strong double, I don't think, but it's
Yeah.
kind of a threatening double, if that's not a contradiction in terms.
Yeah. I'd love to know.
I would love to know as well. I
Get
think
her
I
a
would.
computer.
I think
will.
I would double. Often a double can be like one of these very small doubles, and you're only like a 62% favorite, something like that. But because you
Yeah.
can roll some very good numbers, which will completely turn the game.
Everything is a good number here. Right?
Double
What
6.
are his
Oh,
really
he
bad
chooses
numbers?
not. Okay, and then he hits and covers. Okay, so he's going to
Yeah.
regret not having double, unless Michi happens to roll an exact double 2. This looks like it's
And
too
now
good. I mean, it's got
Yeah,
to be an
I
enormous
think so.
pass. He's just rolling, so he's not rolling because it's... That's such a good idea from Steve. I think it's Steve Reichelt. You have an XG feed, but the commentators can't see it.
Then we can't talk about why we're wrong.
2-1's going to make the 23, and now it's going to be a double. It might even be a take. I don't know. So it's not going to be too good to double anymore. And this is a tricky decision because when the game, you know that your opponent was playing on.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I can get rid of this.
Oh, sorry. I thought that was my phone. I was about to click.
That's yours.
Sorry. Because I thought it was like about the... So, yeah.
I wouldn't be
Okay,
excited
and
to
he
take
just
that.
passes. I'm not...
His
honestly, I'm
structure's
not
very
sure, but...
pretty. That's what I don't like about it.
But he got the two... He got the... I don't... How can he pass this? Wrong pass. It turned out to be a
Yeah.
pass, but it was close. And I kept
Mhm.
on... Oh, no, how can he pass this? You know, you get very enthusiastic. And, of
Yeah.
course, I was wrong. Michi was right. And I'm always loath to question... You know, his PR's a lot better than mine. And... So I don't want to... The 2's just going to split.
Split against that structure.
Yes, I think
I always, you see, when I split with the 2, I'm scared of double 5.
Oh, he doesn't actually, though. He didn't do it. I think I would.
But double 5, it just kills you.
But it's only... That's the thing. It's only the double 5. It's only the double 5. But every other number... 4-6, of course, he's happy to just escape and hit a checker. So it protects that checker by the fact that that white checker's on the bar, giving white fewer return hits. I think the 6 has to come out here. Because it's not so valuable to play 13-7.
But everything hits this now.
Now Michi has a few hits. It's close to a double. I mean, it's close. I wouldn't double. Maybe a
Why
a
not?
largish, because the checker, he's got a checker back still, and even if Michi hits, he's going to make the 5, I assume. Even if Michi had hit that checker, let's say with a 5-2, which would be a good hit,
Yeah. Okay,
he
I
wouldn't be
see.
that strong.
I
But
see.
6-1 is actually probably a stronger number. 6-3 just going to make the 10 point. So now it's like a really balanced kind of position. Marc's got an okay structure. Michi's got a better structure. So Marc's game is still playable. He just needs something to make a new point, unstack those checkers on the 8. Wow. There were lots of double 6s yesterday, actually. And I think...
I would make the 4.
Really?
You don't wanna leave the
I
shot
think
on
I would
the
just bring
bar.
them round. Oh, I thought... Really? Why not just bring them round?
You see that? Is he
Is he
ahead?
behind in the race? I
I'm
thought
not
he was
sure.
ahead. Okay, I must be wrong. You both went for the same play. That's nice. So now Marc's a favourite, of course, just stating the obvious, but let's keep up
He
with...
needs to make the bar or the 5 before he doubles
Yeah,
that
and
deal.
especially because he's got the 16 point, which by having the 16 point... 5-3, he can clear. He can clear the 16. Oh, he didn't
Didn't even
really...
think about it.
He didn't think about it at all. And if the race is close, I would just run. See, I still think the race is... Oh, you are saying... Yeah, I see that the race is quite close.
Behind.
I
I
can
haven't
count it,
counted
but
it,
I you know, sometimes I prefer just to try and look at the position.
Yeah.
So white's 127,
Mhm. You're so
and
quick.
black's 124 before the roll, 115. So black should run definitely to the 18, and most likely to the 15. It's possible that he should just stay on the 18. Oh, he's not gonna... Maybe it's just too dangerous to run. I think I would have considered it. Well,
But now
4-2's...
he'll get a shot.
He would have... If Marc would have hit him with a 4-2. Yeah, he'll get...
Yeah, and then 8 to 4.
I think I would play 13-9, 8 to 6, but this is better for if your opponent rolls 6-2 or 6-3.
Yeah.
You get a double shot.
But more numbers make the 5 point now, and the 7.
Yeah, is that true? Yeah. Oh, he gets the 6-5, so he
Nice.
pays off that he didn't leave and try and run with the 6-3. I'm interested in that. I don't know what made me want to run. So we said that Michi's ahead in the race by a bit, but it probably won't be enough to double. Michi's 104, I think. And Marc's 114, so Michi's 10 pips up. I don't know.
What's your method?
I just count them. I remember at school, I was always very proud of myself because I was very quick at. I was like that kid that was very good at times tables, but then when it came to like proper maths, like algebra and I don't even know what it's called, I was terrible. Like problem solving, I was very bad at, but mental arithmetic.
Wow.
So 10 pips gives him an advantage for sure. He'll be happy, but I don't think he can cube because of the contact against Marc's 16 points. So this should be 21 pip lead. And that might be enough. If Marc rolls a bad number here, Marc is being stopped for a second. If Marc rolls like a 2-1 or a 3-1, even though Marc's got the contact on the 16 point, the race lead will be enough like this. I think it will make it enough for Michi to double. Because Michi's got time to roll a number that clears his 13 points. He's got 4 spares to play with on the outside. So Casper says cube, Michi does cube.
What do you think about the take?
What do you think?
Don't ask me that.
What?
Can you do the race thing again, where you count it in
I think
5 seconds?
I
It takes
forgot
me
the
like
race.
30 seconds.
I think Michi was. I think Michi's 98. I can't remember anymore. And then I don't even know if it's a double. I don't know why.
What's his body language saying?
Yeah, see. I always try and read. I read too much into people's. I think I've got a read on them, but I think I try and infer too much. But sometimes people do like an agonizing thing, but I kind of know that they're still going to take. But with this, and I'm picking up that he's not sure yet. I think he'll still take, but he's not decided. My read is he hasn't. His mind, the thought hasn't come. Oh yeah, I know this is a take. He's just
Maybe
still.
he needs a coffee.
Or he's just simply counting the race. And I noticed with Marc, some people count the race and they have to do like 1, 2, and you can see them right. But Marc just sort of does it very quietly internally, so you don't know if he's counting the race or doing something else. But I think he's.
How do you remember the first person's number? Because I have to like put my fingers on the points to remember.
That's interesting. Michi does that.
Yeah.
He does something like that. Like he puts his fingers flat.
That. Otherwise, I just forget, and then I have to count again.
He passed. What? How can? Got Carsten in the chat. 79 double. So it was a double. Earlier it was a double take. Dennis Mikhailov. What's the last name of Miranda? Well, it's. Well, I don't know when and why it was a double. Anyway, we have a 5-2 followed by a 5-1, then a double 1, making both points. 6-4, just making the 2 point. It's funny that it was in fact a take, but it wasn't a huge mistake to pass. I don't understand why. So Marc's just run his checker, so he's only got 1 back. Now Marc's got a big advantage. The score is 1-all to 7, so both players need 6. Michi comes out. He's vulnerable to a 3, but it shouldn't be enough to justify a double. Or Carsten's saying this is a small cube. It could be, yeah. I think I like to come up with the 4, because this you get hit with 5-3, 6-2. Which you don't really want.
But he's really trying to build that prime, we can see.
He is. I'm not sure if he needs it.
And he needs to step up with the 2, right?
I wouldn't. If he's ahead, possibly.
Does he not want to get out of there?
He does, but what's going to happen? Marc will either point on him or roll a 4. So how likely is it that being on the 22 is going to allow him to escape? But you might well be right. I don't know.
No, you make sense.
It was a small cube, Carsten confirms. I'm a bit behind the curve here, so Marc cubes. It looks perfectly reasonable. If it was a cube last go, it probably is. Mitchie's got 3 loose checkers. Marc can roll 5-4, 5-2, 4-2, making the 4-point. That's good in itself.
And 5-4 also hits.
5-4 hits. It's duplicated.
6-4 hits.
6-4 also. Lots of the numbers are duplicated, so if you roll 4-5, you're going to hit in the outfield because that's a much better use. But the 5-4 would also still be useful to make the 4-point.
Does that mean we can take this? I think I would like to take this.
Yeah, this I would certainly take, and I'm sure Mitchie's going to take.
165 take, apparently.
Right. Yeah. I thought he meant a 165 mistake, not to double. So you've got to be a bit careful when you're 6 away and your opponent's 6 away. Well, when anyone's 6 away, it's really valuable to win a gammon on a 2 cube. So that means that if you're being doubled and your opponent is 6 away, then sometimes you have to be a little bit careful. Now that, especially so if you're leading the match. So if you're being doubled and you're leading and your opponent is 6 away, you don't necessarily want to take so freely because the risk is the risk relative to the reward is quite big for you as the person that wants to hold on to their lead, and against the person whose reward could be going to 2 away, which is a really good score.
Yeah.
Carsten's been really complimentary about my commentary. Thank you so much. That's very nice coming from Carsten.
Aww.
Carsten, an exceptional player that's won the Nordic Open. Hi. We have Andreas Humke. So it's interesting, I know I've seen Mitch's process. He takes a lot of time. I don't think it means with Mitch. It doesn't mean he is going to take, and it doesn't mean he's thinking of passing. It just means he takes that amount of time. Anyway, 6-4, massive number.
Yeah.
The only thing that Mitchie has now is a 3-6-4-5. 3-2, I suppose, is okay. 4-2, hitting back. 3-2, he gets it. But Marc still has some very good numbers. I suppose he has to pick the checker up on the 9-point, just playing safe, consolidate his lead. He's got a lead in priming formation. I think he's got a race lead still.
6-3.
Well, he can run as well, but I think
I
he
like the 5-point.
could make the 5, I guess. Running has a value. Okay, he doesn't look at it.
But we are quite far behind, right? As black.
Yeah, good point. What would you do with the
So
4?
you'd rather anchor there instead of run. For me, I think.
Right. Yeah, I was looking of can you hit here with a worse board? Because you want to win a G. Or I think I would just play 13-8. That's my first thought. But I look at this. If this works out for Marc, then he gets such a big improvement. Let's say black comes in. It's always think about the 1-5 for some reason. If black rolls a 1-5, well,
and the 3 over there was duplicated, so you don't want to get blitzed over there, right?
3 is duplicated, so you duplicate your opponent's 3. That's another reason that speaks in favour of hitting there with the 4-1. But he gets hit, so he gets sent back. 1, 2, 3. And then the last one...
That gives a 6.
Well, he can't. The only alternative is to play 6-5 and put 2 checkers, so you probably don't want to do that. And Marc's lost a lot. Of course, he was hit.
Is slotting that one really bad, the 4-point? Because it gives 3s and 3s.
I think it would be
Silly.
unnecessary. I'm just trying to work out who's... Marc doesn't really want to slot. I think Marc's still winning a little bit, so he doesn't really need to take the risk. Is what if looking at the right way round. So Marc's still, I think, or maybe not. Maybe Marc's got 2 checkers back, so maybe that's actually wrong. But in any case, I don't think you want to be hit. You look at your opponent's board when you're thinking of
Yes.
slotting. And Michi's got quite a decent board. He's got a 3-point board with the 5-point. So, no, but all these questions are very interesting. And so he's played what? He's played a 1 to come up?
I think that it wasn't that a 3. I don't remember actually. Sorry.
I don't either. What was the position? Marc
Can we
rolled
go
double
back?
1. We can. Usually works.
So
Oh, we've gone too far.
Yeah.
Oh, it is working.
Ah.
Oh, what do I do?
Just once. Uh-oh.
No, we don't want that.
Sorry. I fucked it up. Oh, can we swear on this?
Depends what. No,
Maybe I was too quiet. Oh yeah, it was a 3. Look, he's put it back.
Okay.
I want to see the chat though. That was helpful.
Where's
Should
the
never
chat?
have touched this. That was a mistake.
Where's the chat? Okay.
Yeah.
We'll get Tara will tell us where the chat is. Open app. Here we go. That was where we were.
What's the benefit of this over 6 to 5?
So what have we got to play?
So he just moved the 1 at the top. But I prefer 6 to 5 because it's got more pointing numbers if you're missed.
Right. Trying to think what I would do with it. Well, yeah, I would probably play 6 to 5. I'm a little bit concerned about giving a 6, so I think he's thinking that it's more shots if you leave a 6. So if you leave a 5 shot, it's only 13 shots.
But this the only extra. Is it not just double 3? That's the extra here.
Yeah, I think it's 1 extra shot, right?
Yeah. Oh wow, this seems bold.
Okay, so he hits,
Many.
but he's got a better board.
Fours.
Marc fans.
Wow.
Okay, this is a huge fan, and Michi becomes a big favourite. Don't think he can. Don't think he can redouble yet.
I'm so sorry for messing this up. I think it was my fault.
I find it hard to. Don't be silly. I find it.
Oh, it's Samsung. I kind of like the redouble here.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, it could be. He's got 6s, 4s, and 2s to cover.
5-3.
Making a 4-point board.
Yeah.
5-3 would be great.
Double 3 also points.
I like the fact. I think the thing with the these Android is you have to hold your finger on the button.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got it. So it is a 4 cube.
Nice, love it.
Okay, so great call by Miranda. It's going to be an easy take, just because
I mean,
it
I
looks
might not
like
be
it.
right. Michi and I could be wrong.
No, Carsten Bradel has confirmed it is a
Yeah?
4 cube.
What about the take?
Easy take, I
Yeah?
think. But I think we have the answer from the chat. So I assume Mark's going to take. I mean, the likelihood is that
Yeah.
Michi, he passes. I think that's a big mistake. He's just at an even score, so he's not looking to pass more more frequently than the usual. If Marc was leading the match, then he might be more incentivized to pass to try and maintain his lead in the match score. But the scores were even, so I don't see why, in a normal position like that where Marc had winning chances, I think seemed like he should have been taking 3-1, 4-2. So Marc has the advantage. Marc is behind now, so Marc will be incentivized to cube. 5-4 is a good roll. It seeks to control all the quadrants of the board. Gets another spare on the 8 point. That's very nice.
Is he incentivized to cube when the gammons will win Michi the match now?
That's the thing that makes Marc's cube a little less strong. Good point. That although Marc overall should be cubing early, because being behind in the match is the thing that defines it. Okay, what did Marc fan?
Yeah.
After a double 4.
Yeah.
So just quickly finishing that thought. Even though the gammon Michi could take a 2 cube and win the match without redoubling, the biggest factor, I believe, is whether or not you're ahead or behind in the match, unless there's one score that is an exception to that, which is 4 away, 5 away, which is when you're leading, you're 1-0 up in a 5-point match, then you actually cube more readily.
Yeah.
Anyway, Michi cube, so Michi can cube for sure because a gammon wins him the match, so even though he's leading, but Marc has an easy take, 3-4, splitting down, Marc comes in. This is a tricky one. I don't think you want to prime yourself, but maybe you have to. I think I would try for bar 22, but it could well be too dangerous, especially with that checker on the 9 point. That would have hurt Marc actually. The 6-4. 6-4 just has to run from the 21 point, putting all the checkers where you want them. It was 150 take, confirmed by Carsten. Marc hasn't got many good numbers. You know, you're playing white in this position. You're like, what am I going to do if I roll? You have a feel for what you might roll, and you know instinctively that not anything unless you roll like double 6 or double 2.
Why doesn't he split?
Because it's too. I think now he does. It's just too dangerous.
Is it?
Well, with all those checkers
But
bearing
these are
down.
priming checkers, are they not?
They are and they aren't. It's hard to say exactly why, but there were so many. You certainly don't want to lose a gammon when your opponent's 4 away. So I think even though you kind of want to split, you have to be defensive as well. 6-3, he gets to unstack that heavy 6 point. Really nice, really important. So Marc's got a little bit of like, I can't ever think of the word. He's got a little bit of, he's put his game back together almost to the extent where he could start to prime Mitch's last checker there. So the question is, what do you do with the 1? Do you go all out? Maybe play 13-12 to try and cover the outfield? Probably a bit too dangerous. I think I agree with Marc. So you see, even though Mitch has got this funny 6 prime, then a cap, and then like a 1 prime, but Marc could still contain Mitch's last checker for sure, and he should try and do so. Just balancing considerations of leaving a bit too much risk. So this is maybe too much risk, like double 3, double 6 are all immediate.
You want to beg for the gammon, do you?
So you don't want to lose a gammon.
Yeah. This looks like you're asking to get gammon.
Oh right, yeah. I thought you meant that. 6-4 just comes between them. Marc will obviously be happy to hit here. So Michi could certainly crack. Okay, but Marc doesn't hit. He's going to safety that checker, make the 4 points. So now, if I'm playing white, I'm like, okay, I'm sad I didn't hit, but now I have an easy position to play. So I don't have to use too much mental energy. I know that I'm not going to be splitting the back checkers unless I'm playing with Miranda, who will want to split the back checkers.
But not with a 2, because then it's double 5.
You don't like double 5. Well, but he's got a 6 prime now anyway, so I don't think we want to split.
No.
So we're just going to wait for Michi to break some points and hopefully leave us a shot. 2-1, maybe just play 9-6, leaving the 2-6, because if you... Oh, this is a nice play. This is probably better.
Yeah, I like that.
I don't like that.
This is much better.
So leaving no shot.
Nice 6s.
The 5s go to a good place, so it makes sense. 5-3, he was going to make the 2, and then the 5, I'm not sure, come in or play 6-1. So almost all numbers for Michi play well. Michi's 5s play okay. They will go from the 9 point to the 4 point. 6, 4, 6, 6, 3, 6, 2 make the 3 point. Double 1 is not the best. I'm not sure what I would do with it. Again, you're going to like be thinking, do I leave a shot here to make my upcoming numbers better? I don't think you would do. Looks like you just play something like, well, I don't think he's going to play this. Like maybe just shift the 9 point to the 8 point, and then It's a little bit awkward though when you make that play. So shifting the 9 point there, I'm pointing with my finger, not that that's helpful. Like this. This is very awkward though. So now, if we roll a 3, or let's say we roll a 5-3, we leave it like this, and then we roll a 5-3 next go. How are we going to play it? We really want a checker on the 6 point, a spare on the 6 point. So this takes that valuable spare away from the 6 point, and usually what that will mean is that some of our numbers will be awkward next go. So maybe we have to play 9-5, like leave a checker, leave a 2-6 shot. Or I've seen another play, 9-8, 4-3. So you shift the 9 point and you shift the 4 point.
Oh, I like that.
Maybe that's good, but maybe that doesn't make any sense. It's just
No, it's interesting. Maybe it's right. Yeah, he says shift the 4 to the...
okay. Very nice.
Nice play, Simon.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Michi hasn't seen it, so when I come and say, Michi, with the double one, oh, yeah, sure. Okay, so double 4's fast. 1, 2, you can't hold the board. So every time you crunch this board, that last, having to play that last 4 is such a disaster, isn't it? We know, because now when you hit, your opponent is not assured of not being able to come in. So again, we see how next go, Michi's 4s either have to play from the 6 point or the 7 point.
Yeah.
Neither are good, unless he rolls double 4. So let's see if he rolls a 4. Ah, 4-1, okay.
Nice.
4-1 or 4-2 are very good, so that wasn't quite true what I said. And that should clinch it for Michi. 4-3 breaks this, Marc breaks the 6 point, but at least he's killed his 6s and 5s. Double 4 just plays safe from the back. 6-4 running. So it's a weird one, like there were before that 6-3, Michi had like tiny chances of a G, and now that Michi's rolled a bad number, Marc's got tiny chances of winning by Michi rolling a 6-4 or a 5-4, double 6, leaving a blot. Marc's 4 point board is nice. It's got all the spares in the right place. So if Michi leaves a shot here, which he doesn't, presumably he will just point on, leaving just double 6, double 5, double 4, and as bad numbers.
Yeah, he can't win a gammon. Oh, yeah, definitely not.
Be very difficult to win a gammon.
So now 2 away, 6 away.
2 away. Trying to catch up with you.
6 away.
2 away,
for
6
Marc.
away.
Yeah.
And 2 away, 6 away. The reverse, if you're 6 away and I'm 2 away, you want to cube really quickly, because you get so much gain from any gammon. Obviously a backgammon will win you the match. What do I get from taking the cube? Well, not very much. I get to not immediately lose a point, but I can't recube you ever, and that's a huge loss for me. So you get all the upside and I don't have any. So it scores like I would win. That's true, actually.
Little upside.
So there's a little bit of an upside in winning the match, but if I'm likely to win the match anyway if the score disparity continues to be a difference of 4. I'm likely to win the match anyway. So being able to take the cube and win the match, you have to look at it as what is the cost to me of being able to win the match, and the cost is all the upside, potential upside that you get from having that. Anyway, 6-2. Double 5. We do love a double 5.
We do.
But it's a mixed blessing here. You know, if he comes in like this, so I think he's just going to... Do we come out? You could just play 11-5, duplicating 4s.
Oof.
But I think it's better to come out.
This is big cube, though, yeah?
This is being cubed, yeah. This is a very strong cube. Okay, Marc's got to stop.
I don't just want to take this.
Just he bluffed us. He bluffed us a little bit. I don't know. I think so, yeah.
Really? But this
No,
has
no,
potential
not really.
to
I'm not
lose
sure.
gammons.
No, I've got to have a
I
look
don't
at it.
think I want to take
I'm a bit behind
this.
here, so I'm not in the game.
He's hitting with ones,
So he's hitting with
threes,
ones,
sixes.
3 6s. It's very gammonish. I don't love it at all.
No.
I mean, for money, I know I'm taking. So I did my little bookie about these kind of positions. And so I found that the difference between, when you put the position through on XG and it will say double take, it will also give you a number, and it will be something like 0.8, which is lower than 1. So what that means is if your opponent takes, if you double, your expected gain is not quite 1, it's a bit lower. And then if you put that same position in at this score, then it gets much more valuable for you. So instead of you winning 0.8, because you change the score,
Yeah.
your gain is becomes closer to 1. It might even be 1, which means that something like this. So Michi does take, okay.
But as you said, he could easily win 4 points here, and he doesn't want that to happen.
No, he doesn't. But because of, I guess, the position was too
It's massive
strong.
take.
Yeah, big
I don't
take.
understand why.
Well, yeah, you talked me into it as well. But look what's happening. But no, I'm not sure what I would have done. There were lots of gammons, but maybe the fact that Marc's 4 points don't win him the match. I mean, of course, if it was 4 away, 2 away, it would be an enormous almighty pass, maybe even too good. But because it's 6 away, 2 away, and the fact that Marc doesn't win the match when he wins a gammon gives Michi more incentive to take. But not only that, the position wasn't completely lights out yet for Marc, I don't think. He could miss. He didn't have to roll. Having said that, we look at the position, and Marc is just 1 step away from going 5 all.
Yes.
So he will switch from the... Oh, no, he can just make the 4 point. Thoughts about switching from the 6 point, but I'm not sure about hitting loose.
Yeah, you have many rolls to remake the 6 point if you do switch.
4 point is a blunder. So maybe switching is better than... Got to keep him in the air. I don't know. I don't love this because if he rolls a 2, you get hit back. So he rolls a 2. Okay, Marc's still got 6 5s and 1s to hit back. Not a disaster, but we're trying to make sure... Okay, wow, double 6. We're trying to make sure Michi doesn't anchor. Now Michi's got every chance of anchoring. 4-1 doesn't. What do you do with the 1? There's nothing productive you can do.
Just not leave another shot. That's the...
Yeah, the only thing is when you play 11 to 10, you bring that checker close, it somehow leaves more shots, I feel.
What do you prefer?
I really don't know what I would do here. Hit loose was better, the double 2. Okay, so he chooses to just not leave another block. 1-6 is going to hit on the 4 point.
What's he thinking about?
Well, you could hit on the 2. It's not. I don't think there's any reason why you would. So of course Michi needs a 2 or a 4. He gets 4-2. He's going to make the anchor, right?
Nice.
I don't see anything else. That equalizes almost. I think it makes Michi, maybe it makes him exactly 50-50. That makes the same improving anchor. Michi, of course, holding a dead cube, just needs to bring the game round. Just needs to roll a 4-3 or a double 3. 3-1 hits twice. You could make the bar. I don't know. I think I've hit twice. Question is, if you hit twice and Marc comes back in, are you in jeopardy? Okay, so he does make the bar.
But now he's got to clear up both of those plots.
Right.
And maybe push them deep.
Right, so that seems to make sense. So that's a lovely roll. That's easy to play. You get to make the 10 point. Yes, you have to leave those blots, but you create a position that basically is much better, let's say. Much easier, for Marc to bring home.
200 blunder not to hit both of them.
Wow. Okay. You see, when it's the Michi effect,
Wow.
I think I was gonna hit, but you can judge for yourself. I think I was probably gonna hit. Not comfortable, because he just allows Marc to come out and stuff. But it's easy to say, like Carsten could just say, "Oh no, 200 error to hit," and then you, "Oh right, yeah, of course, I knew."
But I
2-1.
was happy not to hit.
Yeah.
Because if you keep the anchor, then you can't get gammoned.
But he could have just hit both and found a credible way of coming home. He wasn't in that much danger by hitting both.
That's
Marc would
true.
have, even if Marc came in with both.
That's true.
So
Yeah, there was nothing in the outfield.
6-2 hits. So Marc's just desperate, of course, for Michi to fan. One time, doesn't, hits twice. Now he will, of course. And Michi can just win immediately. And we saw this with Hideaki. Hideaki also had some hit or not decisions yesterday. Not hitting twice, but where he turned down hitting. And I'm not sure whether they were right or wrong. But anyway, Marc only manages to come in with one. And Michi can hit that checker on the 11 point and then go to the either split from the 12. He comes out there. I'm not sure why he didn't play 12 to 9. Maybe it's too big to leave all those blots. So he just needs to bring the checkers round. Okay, so maybe that makes sense. Just doesn't want Marc to come in with like a 4 and a hitting 1, so he wants to come out to prevent that from happening. 5-2, and it looks almost over. All Michi needs to do is make some outfield points, and he will be winning the game. So like, can make the 10 point here, and if he fills in the gap on the 9 point, not only other than in addition, so Michi could either make the 4 point, but he can also just make the 9 point, and Marc cannot get out at all. Maybe you just hear you play to the 13 and to the... Okay. Gives himself another builder for the 4 point. I'm a bit slow this morning on the uptake. That makes sense. So the checker on the 12 point, of course, can't be hit. Then the 1, he comes up there to the 16. 4-2, Marc must split to the edge of the prime. And he'll cover. I would... no, he can't come to the edge of the prime because it gives... he's coming... But I think I still would. I think I still would come to the edge. I've played 23-21 to try and make the very advanced anchor. Michi points. So there's a little downside. Obviously, he's very happy to point, but it takes checkers away from Michi's ability to make the 4 point. So now Marc could just make the 21 point, which will be some way of improving. Michi can't hit the checker on the 4 point on Marc's 21 point. So what does he do? So Marc is, I don't think, can hit Michi at all, but Marc would love a 3 or a 2. Upgrades. 2 makes the 21 point. 4 is forced. And that's the only really way Marc can win, is by getting all those checkers, the two back checkers on the 21 point, running the 2 spares, and then rolling like a big double. Otherwise, he's going to be forced to leave the 21 point anchor, and Michi will just point on him. Okay, 6-6 doesn't play. Michi just wants to bring the checkers round. So 14-8 seems like a play. He can hit twice. It's tempting, but I don't think it's necessary.
I think we need to.
So again, Marc. Okay, 6-6 not too bad, considering he could roll like 5-4, which would force him off the anchor. 2-1, getting another builder. So now if Michi rolls 3-1, will he hit twice? Probably. Okay, Marc's going to anchor up. That makes sense. So Marc still, I think, just needs to get those 2 checkers, though, from the 23 point. He's just made the anchor, but he really wants to get one of them to the to the 23 point, I think. Maybe not.
How can Marc really win this other than just race?
I mean, I had that idea in my head, but if he stays, he's thinking, I stay back on the anchor, which has some value if Marc manages to avoid rolling a 5 or 6 for 1,000 rolls. Then he gets to have the back game. But likelihood is that if he doesn't...
But there's no time for the back game.
He's going to be forced off. If he chooses not to come up to the 21 point, he's going to be forced to break the anchor. So I think his only way... It's difficult because when you've got such low winning chances, it can get confusing. But I think like I said, the only way for white to win this game is to get those checkers on the 21 point and roll big numbers consecutive, like 6-5, 6-5, 6-5, which can happen.
Is that?
But he goes, yeah, he does that. I'm not sure what's right. 6-1, 6 is forced. 1, I would probably play 8-7, but I think he knows these positions. He wants to clear the bar before he clears the 8 point. 6-5 comes out with both. Oh, it's 5-4. Okay, he leaves a shot.
But even if he hits this, there's no way of containing.
Well, he can, but that's his. I mean, he's delighted to hit,
Yeah.
and the 2 makes the 21 point.
Oh, this is lovely now.
So if Marc gets the outfield, if he gets those checkers off the 21 point, even though he's only got 3-point board, there is some way he can win. And I think Michi's going to have to hit here. He can't really turn it down. There's obviously danger here. What you least want is Michi's to have a second checker sent back, but he's got a 4-point board, so it was
Make the
unlikely to happen.
2.
Michi can make the 2 point.
Nice.
And now Marc needs a 4-3, basically. Any 4 would be good, but something like a 4-3, because time is running out. Michi's just going to get that check around with or without hitting. That probably just leaves the double 4. Maybe doesn't need to. I don't think it matters too much. 6-3 is probably fine.
Leave the opponent nothing.
Leave the opponent nothing. Why? It's always a good idea to do that, even if if the opponent's front position is really poor. But here I think I would leave the opponent something, because you get such a nice structure.
This is a very tiny something.
Right, and it's not, if your opponent rolled the double 4, they wouldn't be winning.
Exactly.
So 5-2, just keep the checkers in the safest configuration possible. Marc fans. Michi just wants to clear the points, so that's not a bad roll. Gives himself an opportunity. So if Michi can roll at 6-1, 6-3, despite the result, okay,
And
boom.
it's over.
It's pretty much over. Marc has a little bit of fanning
What can
equity.
he roll? Oh, he could. No.
I think that's a resignation. Okay, that seems like a great match. So what happened? Let the review. Michi. What was the mistake? Marc passed the recube to 4 when it was a small take, or a biggish take.
And then 200 not to hit twice with the 3-1.
Michi 200 not to hit twice. So Michi's going to at least have jacked his PR up to. Must be a. If he played perfectly for the rest of the match, he's still playing like a 2, I would say.
Yeah.
PRs we have. Do we move? Wait, Carsten. Wow. Okay. Yeah. So short match. You know, it doesn't mean, but they made when you make a few mistakes. Ah. Yeah, you didn't.
Played badly, yeah. Nothing wrong. You must have made some big blunders then.
Rough.
Yeah. Well, should we take a
enjoyed my
little
first
break?
commentary.
Yeah, you did
Thank you
brilliantly.
for that.
It's a pleasure commentating with you. We'll be back in like 10 minutes
10.
or 15 minutes.
Okay.